Morning.
Morning. How's the playoff week feel?
Feels good. Yeah, we're definitely grateful to be in this opportunity. But for us, it's another week too. Especially with the game being in Jacksonville Sunday at 1. It's the same schedule, so we're looking forward to this opportunity, and we worked hard to get to this point. So.
I guess a lot of the guys were saying it feels like that's great, but we still got work to do. Is that kind of your attitude?
Yeah, absolutely. We know the AFC South Championship was never the goal. That's a byproduct of us and where we want to go. But we're not overlooking that. That's a great accomplishment. 13 wins, great accomplishment. This team has had a lot of special moments, and for us, it's just looking forward to continue building on those special moments, finding ways to get better each week, and understanding the goal's right in front of us, but it's one game at a time, and we got a really good opponent coming in, and you got to go 1-0. So that's our goal this week.
Finish first and run defense. How much pride do you guys taking that?
A great deal. Yeah, that was one of our goals. Stopping the run is one of the three main goals in our defense, and so for us to do that, knowing as good as we played too, we feel like we could have played a lot better too. But we're definitely proud of the effort, and it's a team. That's a team award. Corners got to tackle. Obviously, it starts up front. Linebackers got to fit the gaps correctly. So, defensively, that's something that we're definitely proud of, and looking forward to continue finding ways to get better in the run game.
Having been in a similar situation, playing big games like this a few years ago, how can that experience kind of help you guys prepare for Sunday? Those of you who are here.
Yeah, like you said, those of us who are here, it's a lot of new guys, but I think this team specifically, we have good leadership from the guys, the core that's been here, but also just this team in general. Everybody's so focused and dialed in. I don't see anybody allowing this game to be bigger than what it is. It's obviously a big game for the franchise, but for us, it's attacking the process, and I'm sure we're going to come out and ready to play with the right energy, understanding that this is a big-time game, but it's a big game because it's the next game. So.
I just got done actually looking at that, and most of the guys, if not all, that the team brought in have a lot of playoff experience. Eric Armstead, Eric Murray, and so the team as a whole is not devoid of experience. You got a lot of guys that were on a team 3 years ago, plus a lot of guys have brought in that have experience. So, do you think that the young guys will get a lot of wisdom this week and how to deal with this?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the guys, that haven't been in those playoff environments. We talk about it. We've been talking about just understanding, what playoffs are going to be like. And, for us, I think everybody knows, what this is going to be, what this experience is going to feel like. It's just a matter of getting to the game. It's like, okay, yeah, this is the playoffs. But we just keep preaching. At the end of the day, it's football. It's another opportunity we get to go play football. I think the outside wants to make it elevated, and for us, it's about having a mentality that every game has been a playoff game for us. First game of the year, it's the same mindset. We just have another opportunity to go out and play this game. It shouldn't be for the young guys any pressure, any added pressure. For us, it's just about attacking the process and finding a way to go play our best ball on Sunday.
You spent a whole season with Coach Camp now. What's he been like over the course of the year?
Yeah, same guy. Came in passionate, held us to a standard, and the standard has always been the standard. And he's a guy that loves on his players. He's going to get on you whenever, he expects more out of you, and he's holding you to that standard, and then he's going to lift you up when he sees that you're doing it well. He's just a guy that cares about the game. You can see how much he loves the game of football, and that's a beautiful thing to see, and that resonates with coaches and players. And he's come in and done a great job with everybody, and we're definitely as a defense and really as a team, grateful for all the things that he's done, and we're definitely looking forward to making more memories this year.
What's the standard?
The standard? Stop the run, limit explosives, and create takeaways. I think in that it's just being very detailed. With each level, eyes, feet, hands, violent finish, he always preaches that. And so for us, it's every rep having those fundamentals, at every level. So that is the standard. It's just executing, doing your job with great fundamentals and technique every play. That's the standard.
How soon after you guys got together with him the first time did you guys realize we're gonna really like this team?
Yeah, I mean, this defense or this team? Oh, defense? Yeah. Well, I think, it starts with camp, obviously, and the message he preaches. And then over time, you start to see, like, okay, how is he going to coach us as players? What is he asking us to do? Does it make sense? Does it fit each guy's kind of play style? Does it fit us as a whole? Over time, you really start to see it unfold as you stack practices, stack weeks. So you really start to see that early on in OTAs, and then none of it really means anything until you get the pads on. So midway through training camp, when you see us, especially competing against Coach Cohen's offense and our offense, you see, a lot of really good stuff, and progressively it just builds.
What kind of challenge is Josh Allen for a linebacker?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a great athlete. He's obviously an experienced quarterback. He can put the ball anywhere he wants. He won the MVP last year for a reason. So he presents challenges to everybody at every level. He can break the pocket, extend plays. He can obviously do it with his legs on the ground, and he can attack vertically. So, he's one of the best in the biz, and he can beat you in every way. So for us, it's about team defense. Making sure that the pocket is strong. Obviously, we're sticky in coverage. We got to have a great plan for him because he's a great competitor.
Do you revisit the game from last year against him?
Yeah, it wasn't great. Defensively, there's just a lot out there that, you got to be better in those situations. And, that's obviously the goal this year is to be in the right spots all throughout and making sure, like I said, sticky in coverage, tight pocket, and ultimately, they're number one rushing offense versus the number one rushing defense. So that's going to be a big part of the game as well. It's going to be a really, really fun matchup. I think as a football fan, this is going to be, a great matchup, and so I'm excited to be a part of it.
I know you're still in the middle of it, but have you had a chance to reflect on how special this season was for you?
Not really, just because, we're still playing. Like, we're in the heat of it now. This is the start of the playoffs. Like, this is really when it matters, and so just dialed in and locked in. Obviously, we've accomplished a lot as a team, and it's been great. Obviously, I've had success as well, and that's been great. But it's the playoffs, and that's the focus.
What does it look like to you, and you almost have to make sure you don't get focused on Josh running because you forget about Cook?
Yeah, you can't forget about James Cook. He's obviously a great player, led the league in rushing. He's just a really good back. So, like I said, it's number one rush defense versus number one rush offense, and he's obviously a huge part of what they do in the running game. So, everybody's got to be gap sound, and it's just another week. We're facing a great rushing attack that we got to be on our P's and Q's every play. Corners got to be ready to tackle. Second and third level obviously has to be ready to tackle, and it all starts up front. So,
How different of a feeling is it this year than the same time last year?
It's a great feeling. This time last year, we were obviously, packing our lockers up. Now, even, headed into last week, you knew you had more ball ahead of you. It's like, man, this season's not even close to being over in our eyes. So, it's a great feeling. It's something we work for, but at the same time, it's starting to really heat up now. So nothing has to change. It's just more so, we got to take advantage of every day.
Thank you, Devin.
Thank you guys.
But we have such a great group of understanding each other, understanding what we're trying to get done, understanding what Sean, Kaliti, and Trevor are coaching, and the intent of all the plays, that he's done a great job of letting us kind of figure out what works best for us and as individuals, and then in turn as a unit. So I think together, all those things working together has given us the best opportunity to grow like we have this year.
How's he as a motivator?
Very good. He's really fun to play for. We want to go play for. All those guys, and in the room, it's a great energy we have in that O-line room.
Starting playoff games, how would you describe the uptick in intensity, speed of the game?
It's exciting. It definitely does kick up a little bit, but this is exactly where you want to be. this is why we play the game, is to get to this opportunity. And, like, it's just another opportunity. It's the next one. It's the most important one. And we got to do everything we can this week, like we've done all year, to put ourselves in the best position to win this game through our technique and fundamentals, through our planning, through our preparation. Like I said, those are the things that are going to matter more now.
What's your favorite or best way that you've seen growth from Trevor this year from the time you guys first got on the field?
It's definitely been consistent over the course of the year, and it's been really cool to see because, when I got here and he was, I think I might have told you guys before, maybe he has, or I'm sure someone has, the amount of time he spent this offseason here to learn this offense, to get a handle on it with all the stuff that goes on that you see, all the shifts, all the motions, all the cans, all the protection changes. I mean, there's a lot. He has a lot on his plate. Throughout this year, he's done such an excellent job of just handling it constantly and handling it better and better and better each week. I think these last few weeks, obviously you guys have, everyone's seen him playing really well, and that's who he is. That's what he's about. But for us, the calmness at the line of scrimmage, I think, handling some of those protection checks. I mean, there's like 5 or 6 unbelievable examples in the Colts game of him getting to different plays, getting to the checks we need to get to, then beating the blitz, making a play. Those things are very hard to do. That's high-level ball, and he's done an excellent job at it.
I remember you mentioned earlier this season how much you enjoy Williams' team meetings, but how fun is the post-game locker room, especially one like yesterday?
That was a good one. That was one of the most fun post games, locker rooms I've been in for sure. Especially Trevor's grills. That was the best part.
Did you ever think you'd see Trevor in a grill?
I mean, I was seeing it every day on the internet, and I was loving it. I was posting. I was part of that. I think it's awesome. So I don't know who came up with that or how they did it, but that was a great play by them. I'm sure everyone's got them now. I haven't seen myself yet. I try to stay away from there. No one's searching me for AI though. I'll just keep posting the Trevor ones. Good.
How helpful is it this game's in your backyard this week? I mean, postseason, you mentioned the ramp up, but you don't have to worry about going on the road and traveling this week.
Huge. I mean, this is where I think that home field advantage is the biggest thing ever in the playoffs. I mean, I know it's going to be rowdy. I know the people are excited. I don't think we have to tell them that we need them there because they know it, and they're going to be ready. All the fans are going to be ready. They're going to have a great time. But those playoff atmospheres, I mean, that's exciting stuff. That feels good. And when you come in, when you have a home game, and as an offensive player, you're on the sideline while their offense is out there, and it's loud, you're like, this is great. Because I know how bad that sucks for them. And so, like, I'm glad that they have to deal with it right now.
Celebration. It looked like you were the only one that gave a golf clap in the
I didn't know that celebration was coming. He was clearing everyone out the way. I didn't know what was going on, and I saw him tee it up. So, yeah, golf clap.
You were the only one that responded accordingly. Everybody else lost their mind.
No, that was fun. That was awesome.
Thanks for like in the locker room last year. I know. Sorry. I know he was the head coach, but what was he like in the locker room last year too?
You mean just in general, or like the whole post game thing? I mean, just kind of like always would come around, just dap everybody up, say great job, and then we kind of see him tomorrow. Obviously, he wasn't like the one giving the speeches or anything, so you didn't see him too much. Not like that's always like the head guy's deal.
So were you surprised the first time he did the celebration like that?
No, I wouldn't say I was surprised. I mean, I didn't know how he was going to handle it, but I guess I wasn't really thinking about it either. But obviously, he's hyped, he's emotional, and that's even that first one, that Panthers one. Obviously, that was his first one as a head coach. That was a big deal all the way back to then, and we've had a lot since then. That one was obviously yesterday was pretty sweet, and it's been cool to see. And this is now everyone's kind of waiting for it. We know it's coming, and when you have a game like that means that much, and we're all there waiting, knowing we're about to pop it off. It's fun. Awesome. Thank you guys.